Do 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 do. 'Cause I'm so sick of love songs. Yesterday I accidentally ran into a curb in the roundabout. I was looking away and like last second I turned back and then I was going into the curb, and so I had to adjust. Luckily I didn't make it a crash or anything. I unfortunately kind of scraped the curb a little bit. Well, it's cold out, it's raining. What a beautiful day to be riding a motorcycle. I'm so sick of love songs. A garage sale? I wonder if they're still doing it in the rain. So I've got exciting news. So I'd made a video in the past. I don't know if I made a YouTube video about it or not, but I at least I know made a TikTok about it. About how I couldn't wheelie. Notice how I said couldn't. So I've tried a few times in the past, like, I'd obviously everyone gets curious at some point, like, can I do a wheelie, whatever. So I looked it up, like, can 300s wheelie, and I've seen videos. Oh geez, that bird scared the hell out of me. Thought that bird was gonna fly right into me. Holy cow. But I looked up videos, like in 300s wheelie, 300cc doing a wheelie, all that nonsense. And basically came to the conclusion that yeah, 300s can wheelie, and they can actually wheelie not easily, but they can wheelie pretty decently, and seems like a lot of people who have been riding for a while, that can actually wheelie pretty well, like those type of people that could like ride around town doing a wheelie for like hours, they could do like the same thing on 300s. It may not be as easy for them or whatever, but I mean, I've seen them do the same thing. And so it got me a little curious, and I want to start like training to try and do it, obviously safely and in a secure manner, we'll say. And so I've been practicing quite a bit recently, at least in this tail end of the main riding season, and I wasn't getting much progress at first. I was still just having trouble just trying to get my front wheel off the ground, because like this is a 300, and so my main hurdle was like just being able to time the power properly, the power delivery, and the weight transfer properly, just to even get my wheel off the ground, Whereas like videos I've watched, like Maceface has made a video about it in the past. Like I think he's on a MT-09 or MT-07, and he's in second gear and he just does a little like something like that, and he lets go of the clutch and his wheel's in the air, Like if I do something like that, it just shoots me forward a bit, Like there's no way I could do that in like a gear, like a higher number gear. And so I've really been doing mine in first gear, and I've been making progress. I've actually been able to get the front wheel off the ground. I had a video that I was recording when I was driving home and I first got my wheel off the ground. I could feel it. It was like an enlightenment almost. I was like, holy cow, like I didn't think that the first time I got my wheel off the ground I would actually be able to like feel what it felt like. I just thought I would just see the bike go a little higher, but no, it did, and it was like incredible. It was an incredible feeling. I was so like excited, and I know I'm overreacting a lot about, because like if someone who's pretty experienced goes and watches or were to see me react the way I did, it's like, holy cow, bro, you just popped your wheel 2 inches off the ground, like, whatever. But no, I could actually feel it come off, and it was like insane. And so that got me a little bit more motivated to practice them more and more. And just like a few days ago, I was in the parking lot, one of the big parking lots over near my house, and I actually got like a lasting sustained wheelie where I was like in the air, the wheel was up, and I was moving forward for, obviously I was moving forward for for all the wheelies I've done. What are we doing here? Waiting on the right lane turn, I guess. Well, I missed that light. But no, I actually like hit like a legitimate sustained wheelie, and you know, my wheel kept coming up, and you know, it wasn't long by any means, maybe like a second or, you know, two maybe, but it was so much fun, and it was the craziest feeling ever. You know, I was like freaking exhilarated after the fact, even more so than when I, you know, very first got my wheel off the ground. And so I'm starting to get the timing down, you know, and so it's making me want to practice even more. Unfortunately, like I said in the beginning of the video, it's kind of getting into that late season, and so unless I get like really warm days out where I can, you know, and I have some actual free time to go practice, it might have to wait till next season till I can get some real good video footage and good practice in. But nonetheless, I'm excited because I am actually getting my wheel up and, you know, doing a legitimate wheelie. And you know, I that's not it wasn't just like a one-time thing. And that same day when I first got a legitimate wheelie going, I did like 2 or 3 more the same way, and so it was like, holy cow, you know, let's go. But yeah, I think that Mace Face video that I watched it a couple times, and that actually helped me out quite a bit. You know, his explanation of the throttle and brake control was pretty spot on for me. But yeah, look forward to making more content, me actually doing wheelies. Hopefully I'm, you know, all safe about it and I don't wreck. But no, it's a fun time and I'm excited.